Hi guys, so I am here to do a video with baby Brayden, and I'm gonna just go ahead and get him changed. But in the meantime, I'm going to talk to you guys about a topic that I saw on Facebook that was pretty interesting, and I just thought, well, that might be a good conversation for us YouTubers. It was talking about, like why, doesn't high-end artists like warranty their work. Um, Now from here, I'm just gonna talk about my views and everything. This is not gonna be coming from the post. Um, so in my opinion, um, as much as I would love to say that every artist, should warranty their work. I know that that is like a thing where it's like it's not fair to the artist, and it probably wouldn't be as logical because if I was an artist, I don't know how much of a warranty I would give. Now, what I can say is when you're dealing with most high-end artists, whether it be a silicone artist or a reborn artist, most artists does tend to stand by their work. And what I mean is, like, if you get a baby and a week later you notice the penis chipping, or let's say you get a baby and it becomes really shiny, or, something, or let's say you get a silicone and something isn't right. Let's say that it's having a paint issue, and then they know that they've had a few paint issues before. They will Most artists will say, send it back, pay for shipping, and they'll fix it, which I think is the ones that I prefer to deal with. I know that most reputable artists will stand by their work, but then at the same time, this is why it is so important to do your research. And look at me putting the pamper on backwards. That's why it's so important for you to do your research and kind of have an idea of who you're buying from and what kind of work that they put out. Because if you pretty much go by an artist that put out quality work, you're probably not going to have those issues, for one, but nobody's perfect. So therefore, you may be that one in a million that get that baby that just have something wrong. And you don't want to be dealing with an artist that's going to blame you for everything. And oh my gosh, I just realized I got dye under my fingernails, guys. So if you see my fingernail, I forgot about that. I don't know how I'm gonna get that dye out, and I'm gonna have to get it out because I don't know if I have some of that stuff that I use. It's not anything that's gonna rub off. It's not on my hands. It's just like it stained my nails. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah. So I think, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that artists should come with some type of warranty, or like a time frame, like I guarantee 6 months, or 3 months, or 90 days? You can't really do that with our hobby because we we do too much, not me per se or some of the other collectors, but I have seen some collectors do some things that make me cringe. Like, I don't want to throw out any examples because some of you might be watching, but yeah, like it's just so many things I've seen people do way too much. Like, I watched this one video, and I know this is not anyone that followed my channel because it was a kid, and she had a silicone and she was lotioning it, and she bathed it with all kinds of different soaps. Then she lotioned it, and then she powdered it. I mean, she was literally doing everything that you would really do to a real baby. And as much as we like to treat them like real babies, they are not. And you just can't do that much to them. And I'm going to wrap him in a blanket. I just wanted to see him in these colors. And I kept him on that little onesie, and I should have probably taken it off, but that's okay. But yeah, so yeah, that's one thing. And then the other thing is a lot of information goes out. You gotta like try to, you gotta do your research, but you also gotta make sure that you getting your information from reliable sources, or and when I say reliable, meaning people that actually know facts and stuff, experienced it, and so on and so forth. You don't want to just take the first thing you hear and run with it. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's coming from me or anyone. You don't do that. You want to kind of get information for yourself. You know, it's a lot of artists out here that, you know, their work is enticing, but the quality is not there. And you don't want to get stuck going off of, oh, this looks good, and then get something that isn't really good. You know, not always. And, you know, a lot of artists are quick to blame the collectors because we do play with our dolls. They're quick to say, you know, this is, you know, our fault, or that is our fault. One thing, you know, like as far as like with reborns, let's say you get the doll in a week. In the week the paint is cracking or something like that. If they, you know, baked that paint long enough or whatever and did everything that they need to do, there's no reason, I don't care if you change that doll every day for that week, that the paint should be cracking or, you know, chipping off. They didn't do something in their process. With silicone, if the paint is cured properly, like one of the other collectors mentioned in their video, the paint should not just be able to just be rubbed off. That doesn't, and the peeling, most it shouldn't be peeling and all that stuff. I don't know, but it also shouldn't be changing colors. But you know, I don't know. I know that everybody paints with different paints and use different techniques and stuff, and you know, sometimes it's trial and error. But when you see a long history and a pattern of something, then you should know that it's not the collector, it's the artist. So if you want to think that you're going to be an exception and you take the risk, by all means do so, but just know that you've been warned. The information was there for you. So anyway, I just thought I would talk about that. I hope you guys have a great day, and more topics to come this week. I have a lot of different things I want to talk about, so I'm going to try to break it up and talk about some of these different things. If you have any questions or any questions or topics that you want me to discuss, you can drop a comment in below or PM me, and I will try to make sure that I do a video either answering all the questions at one time or in whatever next video that I do. So everybody take care, and you have a great week.